There's one other story that would have dominated tonight, if not for all of this, is the Lee Matthews-inspired challenge to the Brisbane board in the aftermath of the botched sacking of Michael Voss, or maybe the botched hiring of Paul Roos. Let me take you back to Angus Johnson last Wednesday, who simply laid down the terms if you didn't like it.
I would like to think that the majority of our members will acknowledge that and have faith in our board. And you know, the bottom line is if they don't, they can kick us out.
Well,
and kick them out is what at least part of the board has in mind. And in fact, Johnson was asked to resign. AFL legend Lee Matthews joins ticket to overthrow Brisbane Lions board.
If Angus Johnson was lying at home in bed thinking, well, who's the last person I need to be sitting on the other side? Lee Matthews. See you later, Angus.
So Angus Johnson spoke today.
The main reason, or the sole reason they gave, was that they believe I had botched, I think were their exact words, the recruitment of Paul Roos as senior coach to the club.
On reflection, are you happy with how you've handled it?
I'm extremely happy. I've engaged with Paul. I've spoken to him recently. And look, I don't want to say a lot more about Paul because some of the discussions we had were held in confidence, but I'm extremely happy.
And Johnson went on to make the statement, it's not a popularity contest.
It is when it deals with
Angus, an election is a popularity contest, and against Lee Matthews, you're going to be losing.
And Michael Voss. He's in trouble. He might have all the good intentions. He's in trouble. Did his comments at the end then suggest that the ruse to Brisbane was a lot closer than what other people thought?
I think whether deliberately or accidentally, he absolutely left that veil.
What if he could produce Paul Roos right now?
People will say thank you, and then they'll throw him out anyway.
And they're still gone.
Yeah.
Oh, he's dead. Sorry, Angus.
If Lee Matthews wants to do it.
It's a nasty world, isn't it? It's a nasty world.
But if you do handle, this is where it is so delicate, if you handle the beheading of the biggest name in the history of the club in the manner that he did, there's going to be trouble coming.
Yeah, there is.
You don't get through that unscathed. That's why you have to have a flawless exit strategy, and it was flawed at every turn.
It was. And I want to bring a word that's been used a lot in recent months, and that's called integrity. You must act with integrity. Now, people believe that Angus Johnson didn't act with integrity towards a person who deserved as much integrity as that the Brisbane Lions can do it, and there's a price. Without Essendon, the AFL believes Essendon hasn't acted with integrity with its players, and Essendon believe they have. It's a strong word, integrity, and that's why there's always casualties when it's railroaded.
Right,
Did you know Angus very well?
No, not at all.
You're not going to get to know him well either.
No, not if Lee Matthews is running against him.
Well,
if Lee doesn't, then that's totally different.
Yeah, I know.
But if Lee bats up, Lee's going to be...
Can we talk to Angus? I reckon we can talk to Angus. Can we get him on? I'd love to talk to him. Go on, you run the show. Get him on tomorrow night.
No.
I don't know.
The Brisbane Lions... do you think Lee would roll Angus in a two-party preferred poll?
I think Homer Simpson's running Asada and Postman Pat's running the Brisbane Lions. No, it's been a debacle, hasn't it? It has been a debacle. He got no chance, has he? He's got no chance.
Who would have advised him, Kingy? Is it just Angus's fault? Is it the board's fault as well? I mean, who sat around this table and said, yeah, great idea, Angus, do that? I mean, really, is there a responsibility shared up there?
Well, what's his best interest is the Brisbane Lions. If Lee Matthews says, I want in, you stand back. You say that is the correct decision for the club, and you say, fantastic, there's a better solution than what we've got right now. And if it does bring Roosie to the place, well, let me get out of the way even quicker. What's the hold-up? What's the decision? Why fight? Don't get it.
Oh, well, the CEO didn't impress me too much, to tell you the truth. But that's okay, it's another day, forget it. It's too hard.
Paul Little or Angus Johnson?
Oh, Paul Little.
Oh, that's quite good. I'd be
Angus? Angus who?
I'd be Lee Matthews. See you on AFL360
You can only pick one or the other. You're a new game.
This has been a Fox Footy production for Fox Sports.